Yes, yes, yes. Ask me why I'm holding up this passport. That's the only thing we learned about in this episode of Love and Hip Hop New York, is that everyone must be prepared with a passport. Okay? This is for rich dollars. Rich dollars, as a businessman, you should have a passport. That you're now getting along the lines of being like Wesley Snipes when he got denied his acting role because he didn't have a passport. It's kind of ridiculous. I have a passport and I'm not even famous, so I need you guys to have your passports in order. Actually, you shouldn't even be able to work for VH1 unless you have a passport, in my opinion. So that's just a little side note, because that's the most important thing that we learned amongst all the buffoonery this episode. So we're talking about Love and Hip Hop Season 4, Episode 4. Episode 4. I didn't do a review on episode 2, but I did do one on episode 3. Please catch up. I posted it like on Friday, so I know I was like hella late, but everyone wanted me to do one, so that's what I did. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and jump right into this buffoonery. I hope I give you guys life, because this episode, as ratchet as it was, gave me life as well. First things first, Amina and Tara. They're fighting, and that's how the scene opens up. That's how this episode opens up. They're fighting and throwing bows, and Tara doesn't look a bit phased because she gave Amina a right uppercut. I had to watch it again just to see how she hit her, and she hit her with the right hook. Right hook and then an uppercut. Yeah, it was something. I don't know. Old girl must take some boxing classes or something, because she got Amina real good. And Amina's in the restroom talking about, looking like Rocky Balboa, talking about, I won. I don't know. I think that Rocky Balboa theme was very apparent this episode. Y'all know who else I'm talking about? Saigon. We'll jump into him in a minute, because he's my next topic. So she's like, I won. She ain't see the tattoo yet. And I'm just like, you're more ratchet than I initially thought. I just thought you were one of those jump offs that, you know, took people's husbands or took people's boyfriends, and that was that. But you're ratchet, and to the point where you thought that you won this. Nothing that you did spells winner. You lost 100%. Like, you're still losing. So Amina, please. Tara looked flawless coming up out that fight, even though we found out through various interviews that Tara, unfortunately, was also allegedly, according to Peter Guns, she was also a jump off when they met, and then she had 2 of his kids. So I don't know. What y'all think about the first baby mama, whoever Peter Guns is with before he met Amina? I know she is just sitting back watching her TV like, ain't this some buffoonery? And I'm right there with you, girl. I wish I could be a fly on the wall in her household. So then Yandy's like, well, what's his name? Rich is loving. He is loving the drama. He's like looking all kind of sideways, and he's halfway smiling, because he's like, yeah, he was wishing. Basically, I think that's what he wanted to happen, but you know, who knows. Yandy and Tara outside, and Yandy's like, so girl, what you gonna do when you get to the house, girl? Because, you know, I mean, this right here. And she's like, girl, I still need a minute to think about this. Okay. So then y'all just had I had a brief little interjection of a thought, and I'm not even gonna share it with you guys, but you guys, okay. So then Rich gets on the phone with Peter and was like, dude, Tara punched Amina in the face. I mean, it's like, why you had to be the first one to call Peter and be like, oh yeah, you know, this is bad for business, yada yada yada, I can't, you know, you need to handle your business, whoop-de-whoop. And Peter's like, oh man, okay. So then everybody leaves, and Yandy walks Tara out to the limo, and she's like, girl, call me when you get to the house. And then she turns around, and you could tell, like, for like 3 seconds at that clip, Yandy was like, this is just way beyond the buffoonery that I anticipated getting involved in. I will not be signing Amina. That's how I looked at it. So then we get to, y'all, they cut to the MAURY moment. Saigon gets the most ratchet moment for this episode. I'm gonna tell you why. Saigon's having a birthday party, okay? And birthday pool party. And Erica J gets there, and she's like, oh, so you on the grill? Oh, okay. So, you know, save me that piece over there. I'm just like, how much more stereotypical can we get? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. So he's like, I gotta talk to you. And she's like, in her confessional, she's like, I don't know, every time I get around Saigon, he gotta talk to me about this baby and his DNA test. So I'm just really tired of it. I wish he would just hurry up and come on already, because this is getting to be too much. And I'm just like, girl, when he bought that Walmart DNA kit, that was too much. Y'all should have just went to the doctor, like I said in my previous reviews, and just got that over with. The first time he even came out his mouth was like, I don't know if this is my son. Boop, yes you do, and let's go ahead and handle that, and that's that. So Tara, hold on y'all, hold on. Okay, sorry, I was cooking. So, Tara, no, okay, so are we done? No, so Saigon has the envelope. MAURY, let me see the results. So he was like, you know, do you want to open it up? She's like, he's like, I'm nervous to do it. She's like, yeah, I'll open it. He's like, no, I'll open it. And I'm just like, you guys should have just brought MAURY in here, because this is just beyond, like, this is slowly building up to the most ratchet moment. So he opens up the envelope, and he's like, oh my God, I'm a father. I'm the boy's father. I have a son. I have a son. I have a son. I have a son. And I'm just like, but your son is 15 years old. Boy, sit down. I don't know why he's getting all, he has 2 sons or 2 children. I don't know, but it was just ratchet. And here she go over here. You got me nervous for no reason. No, you're nervous for a reason, because you know good and well that when you said you didn't sleep with nobody nowhere near Saigon, see, near could mean a lot. Like, near could mean 1 to 2 days after Saigon. Near, you know, it's not really, it's not a concrete circumference. So that's why you were nervous, girl. We all know. I mean, you sat there talking about, girl, you talking about, let me see, you got me over here nervous for no reason. And then she starts to cry. He's like, what do you want to do from here? He's like, she's like, I want a family. I want my family together. He's like, well, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know if I can be faithful right now. I gotta do it when I'm ready. And I'm just like, this ain't no more ratchet. This is so ratchet. I can't wait to talk about it, because it was like the most ratchet moment. And I'm like, so why you ask her what she wanted to do if you knew that was gonna be her answer? And then you're at, boy, y'all, bye. Boy, bye. Girl, bye. So we cut to Tara is throwing out Peter Gunn's stuff on the floor outside their apartment building. And I'm just like, girl, you should have been did that. Actually, I would have burned it. He would have came home to something burning. Like, she had a waiting to exhale moment, but I'm just waiting for somebody to have that waiting to exhale moment and just lighted a fire. There's nothing wrong with a little arson. Like I don't see anything wrong with a little arson, especially if you have it in a pile already. It was like it was the perfect bonfire. It really was. And he came home. He was like, "Oh my God, what are you doing? This is some BS. You tripping? Da 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 da." No. First of all, he didn't come home all night after he found out that Tara found out that he was married. Where was he at? Who knows? Who knows? But he didn't take himself home to his wife or his common law wife. So like I don't know where Peter was, but he was just holed up somewhere. Like he refused to come out his hole. So he decides he wants to submerge like the groundhog that he's acting like, and he comes out his hole and he goes to see how Tara's doing, quote unquote. So she's like, "What do you have to say about Amina throwing that ID in my face?" He was like, "She was wrong." And I'm just like, what? First of all, girl, why are you asking him any questions? Like if it's time to play at any time it's time to play the quiet game, right now is the time. As a matter of fact, I would have been acting the complete opposite. Like, I'm not about to be upset, you know, I'm not about to raise my blood pressure over this. Like, matter of fact, I probably would have cooked him a dinner. I would have cooked him a dinner, invited him over to, you know, speak about the incident that passed, and I would have just been very calm to a very eerie point. Like, I would make him eat the food. He would be scared to eat the food, but I would make him eat the food. For every move that he made, he would be terrified to make it. I'm not here for yelling and punching and doing all this stuff. Like, yeah, I might have cut all his stuff up. I definitely would have destroyed. No, I wouldn't have destroyed his instruments because that's value. I would have took that to the Goodwill, or I took that to a consignment store and got me a little bit of change off of that, got my little coins up so I could paint my interior, because I'm sick of that blue. Like, y'all know, I'm so tired of that blue. Yeah, so I really wouldn't have put that much energy into him, because see, I'm a different type of crazy, okay? I'm the type of crazy where you don't see it coming. And that's why I'm always very forthright with my man. If I'm getting into a relationship and he needs to know what Angie, what you all about, I'm gonna tell him. Like, I'm gonna tell you, like, you cannot cheat. There's no room for you to cheat. Like, there's no room physically, there's no room mentally for you to cheat. I'm just not here for that. So I'd rather be by myself than be in a relationship and go through all that drama that they're going through. Like, I'm so happy being single right now. Yes, I need me a husband, but that will come in all due time. But yeah, see, that's what I'm not here for. This common law marriage, I'm not here for that. I'm not here for birthing 2 children and not having, no. See, no. The moment that I have another human being growing in me is the moment, like, we already married. Like, I'm already knowing that we're gonna be married, because I'm not about to have a whole nother human, a set of arms, set of legs, a heart, everything growing inside of me, and this Negro's out having an affair. Like, this is beyond human thinking. I don't know how women do it. I'm not here for it. So, then he was like, then they cut to, so they're done with that. She's over here crying and beating on him, and he's like, "Stop, don't hit me, you tripping." And I'm just like, y'all are just so foolish. Like, all 3 of y'all look stupid. Like I said, I'm just not here for it. So they go to another scene. Yandy and Rich are oh, you know what, side note, Yandy calls Rich a Fraggle Rock, which I did fall out laughing too, because I'm just like, Yandy went all the way back to the 90s. She called Rich a Fraggle Rock. For those of you who do not know what a Fraggle Rock is, you need to Google it, because you will die. So they're talking about how she's like, how come you didn't tell me that this was a married woman? And he was like, I tried to tell you, but you're talking about you didn't want to hear it no more. And I'm just like, yeah, you did say you didn't want to hear it no more, Yandy, but you know, she's like, I don't know what happened. Our focus is off. We need to get back on track. Maybe we're just too preoccupied with, you know, this Tara and gun situation. He's like, yeah, you're right. Let's turn up. Let's make some money. So that's their scene was very short. Then the only thing I'm talking about the next scene is Chipotle. This is a public service announcement for Chipotle. Chipotle, please, please, please give this girl an endorsement, because this is the second episode she's been in, and every single time she's talking, it's about Chipotle. We don't have to talk about who I'm talking about. We're talking about Cynthia. That's what Rich called her, Cynthia, because I refuse to call another human being, you know, Cynthia without the Thea. Okay, I'm not about to go there. Like, why would you even be friends with somebody named Sin? Okay, why? Why? Like, I don't get it. Much less have a relationship with that person. Like, Sin, that's like me dating somebody named Diablo or Demon or Devil. Why would I want to do that? Or Satan. Hey, mom, I want you to meet my boyfriend. His name is Satan. Excuse me? No, I'm not here for that. So Cynthia is excited because her and Erica Mena have taken their relationship to a whole new level with Chipotle. That's all I got to say about that. Okay, so Tahiry, we cut to Tahiry and Joe and the counselor. Okay, so they had a Tyler Perry counselor sitting there, and like Tahiry came stomping in, and she's like, no, I'm not for this. He cheated on me last week. I found some foundation streaks on my bed pillow and a piece of hair, and this Negro's sitting here like it's all good, and he's basically trying to get into her head. And I'm just like, yeah, he is trying to get into your head. You too calm, Joe. You are way too calm for somebody that was laid up under somebody's bed, waiting and fell asleep, waiting for Tahiry to come home, trying to catch her in something. You are dead wrong. Oh yes, Joe, what? Y'all didn't know about that? Google that. Actually, there's a YouTube video where he's talking on Power 105.1 how he fell asleep under Tahiry's bed because he was trying to catch her cheating. So, you know, the relationship is already doomed for failure, because, like, you doing all that, Joe, and then you're sitting here calm, trying to get in her head, like, can we talk about this with you know, in a rational manner? And I'm just like, she's like, no, you made me your option and while I make you my priority. Yes, Tahiry, I'm here for you. Tahiry, please don't go back to Joe, because this is gonna make you look really, really weak, girl. You can't do this no more. Like you said, you cannot do this anymore. This is too much. Like, it's too much. So Tahiry, I don't even know why the Tyler Perry counselor was there, because she had pretty much talked herself through everything that he was supposed to be saying. So I'm just like, yeah, okay, I get it. And she says what she has to say, and she walks out. So then we cut to Amina and Joe. No, not Amina and Joe. Ooh, foreshadowing. Amina and Peter Guns. So first is Peter Guns talking about, oh, Amina Amina said I can come stay with her. Ain't that your wife? So Amina said I can come stay with her. Didn't y'all take marital vows? That's your wife. So what the hell y'all talking about? You can come stay with her. That's your wife. So I mean, you know, that's why I'm saying this is just a ridiculous situation. Like, I'm not about to call my husband on the phone and be like, can I come stay with you? Pardon me? Pardon me. What? The buffoonery is like at degrees at this point, because like the buffoonery level is going higher and higher and higher. I don't get it. So Amina and Peter Guns are sitting there and they're talking, and he's like, let me see your face. She was like, what kind of devil did you have babies with? And I'm just like, Amina, you slammed that license, green card, visa, passport on to the table like you was asking for a whooping. And she's talking about, what kind of person does that? A mad black woman. That's who does that. I mean, I don't know like how smart Amina is, because she's like, what kind of person would hit me? I feel you, Tara. Like, you know, I feel you, girl. Like, yes, whatever. So Peter's asking her to let me look at your face, and then they get into a conversation. He was like, truth be told, like, you're being selfish right now. You need to put yourself on the back burner just a little bit. Pardon me? Negro is talking out the left and right of his mouth every chance he gets. You told your wife off. I'm sorry, your wife off. Y'all, I made that terminology for her up. Like, because she did change up the game, she is now a wife off instead of a jump off. I don't know. She changed the game. Even Tara said she had changed the game. So, yes, the wife off. You're telling your wife off to be on the back burner from your default jump off. Like, I don't, like, you, boy, every moment, every waking moment that I had, I would be putting the fear of Jesus into Joe. I'm not Joe too, but Peter. Peter wouldn't know whether he was coming or going from day to day. Like, that's what that calls for. Like, I'm that type of crazy. So, he's like, you're thinking about yourself, you're being selfish, and truth be told, that's why you got your head knocked off. See, this right here, Peter, like, and then she gives this bewildered look, like, jaw all out, talking about, it's not my fault. Like, I'm not the one who ripped up someone's, I didn't rip up no family. I didn't tear apart no family. This is all your fault. And I'm just like, girl, bye. Goodbye. Just bye. And so then he's like, you want out? See, when a man asks you, do you want out, that means he's giving you an out. He don't want to be with you. He's asking you, do you want out? You didn't say you wanted out, because clearly if you wanted out, you would have said that a long time ago. So he's trying to find a way to stay. Oh, and let me go back. Oh, let me go back. So Peter tells Tara that you are my wife. Because she said, go home to your wife. He was like, you are my wife. I am home with my wife. See, this is what I'm talking about. The type of crazy that I am. Like, are you registering this? Like, you know that there's cameras that are filming, so you know that your real wife, Amina, is going to be watching this at some point in the future, and you're talking about you are home with your wife. I don't even know how Peter's living. I really don't. From all these women that gave birth to his children to the stupid one that's about to give birth to his child, like Amina, because you know all she got to do now is lay up with him and be pregnant, and that's that. All these women have allowed Peter to act this way. That's why he thinks it's normal. He does think it's normal. He even said so himself. He was talking to Hello Beautiful. Y'all know I'm on Minds. He was talking to a reporter from Hello Beautiful. Y'all can see that footage somewhere. Google it. And he was talking about how he thought it was normal how he was treating women until he saw himself on television, and he knows that he's wrong. Boy, bye. Not here for that either. So, let's go to the next one, because I'm just, like, people don't hold marriage vows on a high pedestal anymore, and this is why, we're in the state of mind that this is just a good soap opera. It really is. Like, good story, good telenovela, because you have to hold the institution of marriage at a very high value, or you get this ratchetness. Like, really, dude? Really? Are you really talking to your wife this way? And are you allowing yourself to be a secret as his wife? You gotta pull out, visa cards and passports and cedulas to prove that you're somebody's wife to hurt another woman. Like, all of it. Bye. Y'all are just, y'all all three of y'all need your own show. You, Amina, Tara, Jocelyn, and Stevie J and Mimi, y'all need to be in one house, Big Brother, something, so we can just watch y'all from afar, because it's just a bunch of buffoonery. So then Tahiry is mad. Yeah. Okay, so we get back to Tahiry is walking down the sidewalk like it was a runway. Truth be told, she was cute, so I'm just like, I get it, you know. She's walking away. She's walking to Rashida's house, I guess. And I never seen this girl before because I didn't watch I haven't watched like season 3, or I don't think I watched season 2 either. Maybe half of 2, and then I didn't watch season 3 at all. So they must have introduced this character Rashida. Okay, so I'm not gonna cookie cut this. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. We're gonna talk about what everybody was talking about on social media. Rashida's hair. Okay, Rashida, if you ever watch this video, I don't know you, girl. I'm just keeping it real, so you know, if I ever have to meet you in the future, you'll know that this is something that I'm being truthful about. Okay, you appear to be a kind soul, okay, and off the rip, I don't have nothing against you. Like, you ain't did nothing to me, so whoop-de-whoop. But there seems to be a problem with your candy corn hair. I'm not here for that, girl. Like this, I could see if we were getting up to, you know, Halloween or something like that, then I could get it, but no, absolutely not. Someone needs to tell her the truth, and I hope after yesterday's premiere of this episode that she sits down and she watches herself and she sees how ridiculous her hair looks, because I cannot do it. I will not do it. As a dark-skinned woman, I will not allow another dark-skinned woman to go out on national television with candy corn hair. And I'm asking you, and I'm petitioning you guys, that we band together and we prohibit this type of buffoonery. I can't do this, girl. This is like bad. Like and then you're saying that K. Michelle snagged your red hairstyle. I'm just like, the person who had that was Ronald McDonald, and he was a figure. He wasn't even a real person. So he was a cartoonish figure, you know. So we have to do better. Like, I don't mind colors and hairs. I just, the extremity, I can't. And this is bad. It's bad. It's bad. The blonde to the orange ombre. I just couldn't do that. I couldn't do that, girl. I'm not here for that. Like, no. 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 So, that's all I have to say about that scene. You know, Tahiry, I feel for you, because I know you've been through this off and on, off and on, off and on, but we allow whatever happens to us from someone that we're engaging with in a relationship, we allow that behavior, because you have to stand up for what you believe in. You have to stand up for how someone's going to treat you. And if that man is treating you that way, that's because you allowed him to treat you that way. Point blank, period. I told you I'm a different kind of crazy. So, then we cut to Erica, Cynthia, and Rich are talking about, they're at this photo shoot for Erica Mena's, what's it called, book or whatever. And I don't know what the point. I could have lived without that scene, so we're not going to talk about it because it was quite stupid. Everything about it was stupid. Cynthia, you have no... This is the only scene in which Cynthia didn't talk about Chipotle. Okay, so, when Rich was like, what are you, an actor, a model? She's like, I'm a model. And I'm like, you know what? You are a model. You could be a model for Chipotle, because they need to go ahead and give you that endorsement. I'm behind you 100%. Girl, you're the only person that I know of on reality television that is endorsing Chipotle like it was a Nike and like you played for the NBA. So, then we cut to the boys are in the gym, okay? Nobody's lifting weights. There's one elliptical machine, one treadmill, and they try to make it look bigger by putting a mirror there, but I know that because whenever there's a mirror in a small bitty gym, it makes it look like it's bigger. So y'all was in the neighborhood gym. We're just gonna say that. And this is when Saigon finds out that Peter is married to Amina, and they're joking, talking about, oh, my wife knows I'm married to my wife. And I mean, I don't know, this is not a joke, Peter. Like, I be forgetting that I'm not Tara sometimes, and I'm just like, girl, like, if it was me, like, I'd be watching all of this. I'm like, this fool thinks everything is funny. Like, these, like, it's not funny. It's not funny. My wife knows that I'm married to my wife.